All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Dying Light 2 Stay Human. This is going to be a little bonus episode showing you how to farm for both high level gear and a little bit of money. This can be done anytime after you reach the city center. So, as you can see, we're on the map here. Let me zoom out. This is where we're located on the map, way down south. Now in this area, and I've already opened them, are sunken airdrops. As you can see, I have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 of these open up in the area. And I believe there are some GRE crates in the area too. I have yet to unlock this tower to find those, but it's my understanding that they're down there. Now these crates are underwater. So, you want to make sure you have enough stamina that you can swim for a little bit underwater and get down there. They do require lockpicks to open up, so I recommend getting a bunch of lockpicks made up ahead of time. Most of the locks are hard or very hard, so they do take a little effort to get into. But the great thing about it is, once you get in and unlock it, you don't have to unlock it a second time. You can just keep going on and on through here. And it takes about, I think, 20 minutes for them to reset. So if you start at one end, like I'm going to do up here at this little Night Runner hideout, I'm going to start with this one, which is right next to it, work my way around. By the time I'm done and get back here, they'll all be reset and ready to go again. So you can literally farm this for high level gear forever. Now let's take a look at my character real quick in my inventory. As you can see, I only have these two weapons in my inventory. Oops. Sorry about that. And as far as gear goes, I'm only carrying what I'm wearing, okay? So there's no extra stuff in there. And then in my backpack, I've got, of course, some resources here, some trophies, some ammo. 0 valuables, okay? No estimated value. Got plenty of craft parts, but 0 valuables. So, let's get started on this little run and see just what we come up with here. Now what I'll do is I'll zip through these, and at the end we'll take a look at the inventory and see just what we walked away with. So as you can see, they're already open, which is great. I've already got an artifact there. And I do like to mark my next one on the journey. That way it's just gives me a direction to swim. Now remember, on a PlayStation, it's R1 to surface and circle to descend, so that helps out a little bit. Alright.
Inhibitor container detected.
Oh, look at that. I'm picking up an inhibitor container. Alright. We'll search for those later. I will activate that tower. I want to keep this video focused on what we're looking for here. Now, the first time you go through, it might be a little tough to find some of these. They are, the water's murky, there's buildings everywhere, and it's kind of tough to see, One thing you want to look for a lot of times, you're going to find the parachute right next to, or in the vicinity of, I should say, the drop. See, there's the parachute right there for one of these, not sure which one. But it'll help you find what you're looking for here. And as you can see, they're already marked as open since I've already opened them. This is so much easier than the first time. The first time you're diving down, you're picking very hard locks, and it's a little frustrating. Like, running out of air, got to the surface again. So there's that. what's next? Next we'll hit this one up and we'll make our way around. They're fairly close to each other. This isn't bad. Like I said, you can do this from the moment you get into the city center area. In fact, you could do it earlier if you join a player who's already in this area. You know, if you join their game. It's definitely not, getting here is a bit of a challenge. I recommend getting that little night runner spot that I grabbed because that's a good place to respawn if you need to. If night falls, I don't think it really matters doing this during the day or night. I never really tried it at night. I imagine it's dark as hell and pretty horrible to do, but it's not like you got to worry about volatiles underwater, so no big deal. Alright, let's keep grabbing our goodies. And we'll work our way down this way. I do, like I said, I like to mark them. It just makes it a little easier for me. Then I can basically go straight for them, not swimming in circles looking, Now, if you're doing this for the first time, you're going to want to use your survivor sense quite a bit because when you get in the vicinity of them, it will pick them up. And another thing is this area can be drained of water. Depending on what you do in the story and during the main missions and all that, you can drain all this water out, which is good and bad. It's good because you don't have to worry about swimming, but it's bad because when you drain this area, it populates with a whole bunch of zombies and whatnot. So then you end up, every time you come to one of these drops, you have to fight off a group of zombies, including a big one. Oh. It says it's open, but it looks like it's closed. What are we doing here? We got a glitched out one? Well, it looks like one of them's glitched out. Okay, that's interesting. Haven't had that issue before. Actually, let's go to this one first. Your air supply is based on your stamina. It doesn't require stamina to swim, but it does require it to breathe or to stay underwater and hold your breath. So a higher stamina is definitely a huge help here. If you do this at a low level, you're going to struggle, especially when it comes time to do the initial unlock. So that's something to consider. You may want one of those boosters that helps you with breathing underwater and swimming. That'll maybe help you get a bunch of stuff that time. Alright, let's go to this one. Let's go back to this one, and then we'll go back. Just out of curiosity, it's really weird. So yeah, this is a nice way to farm a bunch of stuff and make a lot of money. You do find rare and unique items like morphine and all that, which is one of those just plain sellable items. So you have that kind of stuff to sell, but not only that, but you have excess weapons and armor that you may not want at all. At this point, when you start doing this, you're going to be getting the highest level weapons and armor in the game, like level 7, 8, 9. So that's huge, especially if you're a low-level player, and it's going to leave you with a bunch of stuff that, you may end up with 4 level 8 and 9 weapons and 2 level 7s, so if the level 7s aren't really worthwhile, then why keep them? Just sell them, Same thing with the clothing that you find, the armor and all that. You're going to find hunks of armor in here, so yeah, all that stuff really factors in and can make you some money if that's what you're looking for. And if you're not looking for the money, you just want the stuff, then keep it all. Throw it all in your stash box. All right, let's get down and get this one. Hey there, buddy. What do we got? So there's the morphine I was talking about. And away we go. We've been at it 10 minutes now. We're about halfway there. So it takes a bit, but it's not, it's not a horrible, time-consuming thing. And we goofed around a little bit with that one box, which took a little extra time. We probably wasted a minute there with travel time and going back to it and all that. But still. All right, here comes our next one. More morphine. Yeah. Let's go around this way since this one's nice and close. Yeah, this is basically just a drowned section of the city. It looks like the dam's been opened up or busted or something like that, and it flooded this area, which is, it's a pretty cool little area, to be honest. I would like to drain it maybe in my next playthrough. That might be the route I take just to see, because even though it would leave zombies in the area, and some big ones too, some of those big guys, I forget what they're called right now, but anyway, that's just more XP when you come into the area, so now you'll be gaining money, items, and XP, so that's fantastic. Alright, let's get this one. We only got a couple more to go. Hello. Morphine. Look at that. Another thing you want to worry about, well, not worry about down here, but because this area can be drained, you can actually cling on to items here, like roof ledges and stuff like that, just like you can when you're above the water, things like this. So if you're making your way to the surface, you're running out of air, you want to be careful of that and be cognizant, don't accidentally hit the button to grab onto something, because it'll delay you a few seconds, and that might be the difference between life and death, which would suck. So that's something you really want to be careful about. I remember my first run through here doing it a couple times and being like, oh crap, I'm gonna die, let go of the ledge. But it's all good now. And away we go. Almost there. I highly recommend when you're done with this and you get back to your little hideout or whatever, you go take a shower. This water's janky. Morphine. Why do we keep going back to that? Oh, because it's already up on the screen. I got it. Dirt. All right, so this should be the last one here. Let's do it. And once we're done with this, we're just fast traveling out. You could do this for any period of time. I mean, we are 15 minutes into this video. To give you an idea, we're almost at the last one, so theoretically in an hour you could do this roughly 4 times. There we go. You know, maybe just over an hour, maybe speed it up a little bit. I haven't done this run a lot. This is, you know, just something I've come down and I opened a few, came down another time and opened a few. This is the first time I've actually, oh, we already did this one. Okay, cool. So yeah, 15 minutes would work. So it looks like we got everything. And just because I am hound dog and stuff like that, we're going to go back to that other one. We're out of its quote-unquote spawn range or whatever, so we're way far away from it. Maybe that will reset it. Maybe I have to reset it through you know, shutting down the game and restarting it. Maybe it's just busted for this character. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. But here it comes. So yeah, 15 minutes. So you can do this 4 times. That's 12, 24. That's 48 drops an hour, roughly. And I'm sure you can speed that time up a little bit if you do things the right way. Wasn't this the one? Oh, that was. Oh, okay. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just as confused as everybody else. Yeah, we're going to the fisheye after this, and we will look through what we got. And then, yeah, see, it's busted. Okay. To the surface we go. So now, yeah, let's travel back to the fisheye here. And let's see what we got. It's nice you can fast travel from the water. This game isn't very restrictive on what it takes to fast travel and all that. All right, let's go to our inventory. So, weapon-wise. So remember we started out with this and this. We got a lot more weapons. We've got this. Paper cutter. 242, 215, 217, 324. 280 and 211. So look at that. We've got quite a few items there that are worth keeping. I mean, I'll keep the artifact one, but the rest of them I'll probably sell off. They're definitely, you know, worth selling. Let's look at. So we got a level 8 face mask. Pretty cool. Level 7 gloves. 8, 7, and 7 on the chest pieces. Nice. Nothing on the bracers. Couple pairs of pants, level 8 and 9. And then on the shoes, nothing. In the backpack itself for valuables, look at that. We got an estimated 4,780 in valuables. So it's not, you know, it's not the greatest way to make money. That's just kind of a bonus. But when you factor in all the stuff you're going to sell that you're not using, all the equipment and weapons, well, then it's a different story. Let's get on up. And figure out what we make here.
Hey, you think there's something wrong?
Where's our friend? There she is.
You
Hello,
ain't gonna
lady.
find nowhere better.
All right, so we're sitting at 56.6 in money, right? So let's sell off, first off, all the valuables, which came out to 6,200. Now, normally I'd say look through these items and upgrade your armor, but honestly, at this point, I'm gonna probably go back there and farm this a few times to see, what I get away with here. But anyway, what do we have? 63 or 66? Now we're at 73,000 in money. So all that in just over 20 minutes, and that includes some playing around with a busted drop. So there you have it, an easy way to farm a little bit of money and a lot of cool items. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like down below and comment on it. Let me know of any other tricks you have for farming high-level gear. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Ring that bell for notifications and share this on social media. Any and all exposure is greatly appreciated. Once again, I am Captain Beefy with the Game Vault. Thanks for joining me for this little tips and tricks in Dying Light 2. We'll see you next time. Until then, stay human.